Good morning, children. Hope you all were able to complete the work that I gave on Tuesday. Some of you had difficulty in drawing these two diagrams. Please watch the video again, then you will be able to draw it. These are the two diagrams you had to draw for principal, focus, definition. Okay, so we did this. I finished with this. Now the next topic, images formed by a mirror. Now, so this part we'll do later. Now we come to this one, rays used in ray diagram. Now this chapter, if you see, will have lots of diagrams, okay? And these diagrams are called ray diagrams. Ray diagrams means light rays coming from one point, after reflection will go here and, okay? So these are called ray diagram, okay? And they'll be usually straight lines coming from a place and then getting reflected in a particular way. So these are all called the ray diagrams, okay? Now, we are going to draw the ray diagrams for concave mirror. There are many cases, at least 5 cases we are going to see. But to draw these diagrams, you first have to understand some rules. Okay, rules used in ray diagram. Okay, rules used, not rays, rules used in ray diagram. So, we'll start with the first rule. Rule 1, okay, right here, rule 1. A ray traveling parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror passes through the principal focus after reflection. Okay, so always you'll first draw a concave mirror and then you'll draw a principal axis. This is pole, this is focus. As I told you, always take this 2 centimeter and this also 2 centimeter. From this to this 2 centimeter and from this to this also 2 centimeter. Now, the first rule says a ray traveling parallel to principal axis of a concave mirror. Now, this is your principal axis, and this is a ray that travel parallel to the principal axis. This is the ray that is traveling parallel to the principal axis. Now, what will happen after reflection? It will get reflected in such a way that the reflected ray will pass through the focus. The reflected ray means from this point, the ray that gets reflected, it has to definitely go through focus. I hope you understood this, children. Ray passing parallel to principal axis after reflection passes through focus. That is the rule 1. Okay. Now, rule 2. Okay. For convex mirror, you can strike it off. Okay. You can cut off this and cut off this diagram also. We're going to only have for concave mirror. Okay. So, this is rule 1 and that corresponding diagram. Now, we go to rule 2. Rule 2 says, okay, any ray passing through F, a ray passing through F. Now, this is called incident ray, children. The ray that goes towards the mirror is called incident ray, and its arrow mark will be always towards the mirror. The ray that, after hitting back, the ray that comes reflected, that's called the reflected ray. So this is your incident ray, this is your reflected ray. An incident ray, always arrow will be going towards the mirror. Reflected ray, arrow will be coming away from the mirror, like this. Okay, so a ray passing through the principal focus of a concave mirror. So in this case, we are going to have a ray passing through principal focus. So keep your scale and draw a straight line like this, passing through principal focus. Now, after reflection, gets reflected parallel to principal axis. So, after reflection, how this ray will go? It will go parallel to principal axis. Okay, this is the second rule. It's like opposite of this, inverse of this. Ray going parallel. If incident ray is parallel to principal axis, after reflection, it goes through principal focus. If incident ray passes through principal focus, after reflection, it will go parallel to principal axis. So it's like this is the inverse of this. Is it clear, children? Hope you have understood both the rules. Now rule 3. Okay. Rule 3 says, again, convex mirror you can cut. The second rule we are not going to do for convex mirror. So you can cut off this one, and this diagram also you can cut off. Now come to rule 3. A ray passing through center of curvature. Okay. A ray passing through center of curvature. This is a center of curvature. What you do? You keep a scale and draw a straight line passing through C. Okay. The incident ray is coming in such a way that it's passing through C. Now what will happen? Such a ray will be reflected back along the same path. It will hit like this and it will go back also in the same path. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. So both the arrow marks will be there. This is incident ray, this is reflected ray. Okay. So that is the third rule. A ray passing through the center of curvature gets reflected back along the same path without any deviation. Okay. In concave mirror, we are talking about concave mirror only. So in concave mirror, so you can strike off this and this. Okay. So as such, rule 1, rule 1's diagram, rule 2, rule 2's diagram, rule 3 statement, and then the diagram of that. Is it clear, children? So that is these rules are very important. So in your notebook, I want you to draw this. Now you can do along with me. Okay, you take your notebook, keep pausing the video whenever needed, and then do along with me. Then it will be easy. Write the heading: rules used to draw ray diagrams. Rules used to draw ray diagrams. Okay, and before drawing, what you do? You draw 3 concave mirror like this. Okay, and leave some space in between because you have to write the statement. Okay, and what you do? You draw a concave mirror, shade here. Then you draw this principal axis. This is P. Take 2 centimeter and mark F. Take another 2 centimeter and mark C. Draw 3 like this. Before you start in your notebook, maybe 2 you can do 1 page, do 2 in 1 page, third one you can do in the next page. Okay, children. So now after doing this, now you can draw along with me. Okay, the first rule says rule 1. Rule 1. So you draw an incident ray parallel to principal axis. So this is your principal axis. So parallel to it means some like this. Parallel to principal axis. Now what will happen? This is your incident ray. Now after hitting the mirror, it will go in such a way that it passes through focus. So keep your scale from this point, pass through F and draw a ray and put an arrow mark here. That is the reflected ray. This is the incident ray. After reflection, it goes like this. Then come to rule 2. I hope you are drawing along with me. Pause it in between and keep drawing, children. Then it will be easy for you to follow. Coming to rule 2. Now you have to take an incident ray passing through focus. So what you do? You keep your scale like this and draw a straight line like this. Okay, passing through focus. Now that is your principal focus. And then what will happen to this ray? From the same point, you will draw a ray parallel to principal axis. Parallel means I can keep like this. That is a parallel ray. So the incident ray was coming like this and the reflected ray goes like this. And the third rule, rule 3, any ray passing through the center of curvature. So what you do? You keep your scale in such a way that it passes through C. Okay, so this is your incident ray and the ray will go back along the same path. So that will be your reflected ray also. That will be your reflected ray also. You need not show this 2 centimeter every time. I just marked to tell you that you should take 2 centimeters, children. Don't mark it. It is quite confusing. Okay, don't mark it. You just take 2 and draw it. Just for your information, I told. Is it clear? So are you clear with all the 3 rules? Okay. So in your notebook, rule 1, you will write the statement and then the diagram. Rule 2, statement, diagram. Rule 3, statement, diagram. Hope you have understood what I am trying to say. So I remember you would have done till question number 3, no? After that, okay, you just write the heading. Okay, you can take this as the question. State any three rules, okay, not 2, any 3 rules, 3 rules for drawing images from an object placed in front of a concave mirror. 3 rules. Instead of 2, you're going to draw 3 rules. So this is the question and this will be your answer. Rule 1, statement, diagram. Rule 2, statement, diagram. And rule 3, statement and diagram. Is it clear? So you have to use scale and pencil, children. I don't want you to do with a rough hand. Do properly and neat diagram should be coming. Now, once we have studied the rules, now we can go to drawing the ray diagram. So as I told you, there are 5 cases. Okay, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5. Okay, maybe today we will do 2 cases. Okay, 2 cases. Now, what are these different cases? Now, there is a mirror here. There is an object. Now, whenever we draw a ray diagram, I need to have an object. Okay, in this case and all, I took a point. But usually, I would need to take an object. Object means something like this, at least a simple one. So, in case 1, object placed, when object is placed at infinity. You know what is infinity? Infinity means far away. Okay, somewhere far away is called infinity. Okay, that means you're assuming the object is somewhere very far, very, very far. Okay, so it is, you cannot see it, it's somewhere far away. So the rule is, whenever the object is at infinity, parallel rays will be coming from it. Okay, we should assume parallel rays coming from it. So what you do, draw at least 2 parallel rays. Draw at least 2 parallel rays. Okay, and both the rays after reflection has to go through focus. So this ray will go like this. This ray will also go like this. Okay, so this is how, this is the same thing you had for principal focus definition also. So from infinity, parallel rays will come, and because they are parallel to principal axis, rule 1 has to be followed. They'll go through principal focus, and so the image will be formed here. The image will be formed here. I'll come to that later. Now come to the case 2. Case 2, object beyond C. Object beyond C. Object is placed beyond the center of curvature. Okay, imagine there is a mirror here and you have kept an object. The object can be a candle, okay, a glowing candle or anything like that. Okay, so you don't have to draw a candle or anything. Beyond C means somewhere this side. This was infinity, so that's why you didn't draw any object. Now beyond C, you take an object. Now for convenience sake, this is our object. A straight line with an arrowhead is our object. Mark it as A, B. Okay, this is our object. Okay, now the first ray will be parallel to, so as usual, you have to draw at least 2 rays. To get an image, we have to always draw at least 2 rays. So from this point, many rays will be going. I am going to consider these 2 rays. The ray that goes parallel to principal axis after reflection will go through principal focus. Okay, then I take another ray from the same point. Okay, this was the incident ray after reflection. Now another ray from the same point, you take another ray passing through principal focus. passing through principal focus. Now it hits here and from there it will be reflected. So this is my reflected ray. This was the incident ray. This was the reflected ray. When this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. Now both these reflected rays are meeting here. Both these reflected rays are meeting here. That is where the image is formed. That is where the image is formed. So what you do, now this point ka image is formed here. Okay, so that's the arrowhead. So the base should be somewhere here. This point's image will be somewhere on the principal axis. So this point's image will be on there, here on the principal axis. So you just have to put a straight line from that point and put an arrowhead at in the inverted way, and that is your image. And you will mark it as A dash B dash. AB was the object. AB was the object and A dash B dash is the image. I'll repeat it, children. Please follow it again. Object is beyond C. So somewhere beyond C you take an object. Okay, you take an object and you this is my object. Okay, a line with an arrowhead at the top. A arrowhead, where arrowhead is there, that is A. The base part is B. Okay, so from the point at the top, two rays I am going to take. One ray parallel to principal axis. After reflection it will go through principal focus. Second ray I am taking passing through focus, and after reflection it is going to go parallel. Now these two reflected rays will meet at a point, and that's where image is formed. Actually, children, from this point you can draw any number of rays. Many rays will go. I have chosen only these two rays because we have rules for these two rays. I can take another ray passing through C and coming back also. But for a ray diagram, we need only minimum two rays. So I have taken these two rays. Hope you understand. So this is how the image is formed in case of a concave mirror. Now let's do the case 3. Case 3. Case 3 is object at C, center of curvature. Okay, here we had object beyond C, beyond C. Now object at C. So, okay, and one more thing, you can take this to be maybe 1.5 centimeter. Okay, the height of this, you can take it as 1.5 centimeter. Okay, and note this, in this case your image should be shorter than the object. Okay, image will be smaller than the object. Okay, now this case again we are going to take the same two incident rays. First ray parallel to principal axis, after passing through and then after reflection passes through principal focus. Second ray passes through principal focus and after reflection passes through C. Okay, I made a mistake. The point is here. So this diagram you have to be very, very careful, children. Okay, sorry, you leave this. Let's draw case 3 here. Case 3, object at C. Okay, so I think 1 centimeter will be doing, children. Object you take 1 centimeter, not 1.5. You take 1 centimeter. This object, always this height you take 1 centimeter. Okay, so this is 1 centimeter. I've taken an object. First ray parallel to principal axis. After reflection passes through principal focus. Second ray, okay, this is the reflected ray. Second ray passing through principal focus. After reflection passes through parallel to the principal axis. Now these 2 points will meet here And so this is C, right? This is your C, point C. This was your center of curvature. This is your focus. And this is A and this is B, object. And C, in this case, your image will be exactly at C, but in an inverted way. These two rays, they meet at a point. If you draw a line, it will be touching this. That means object is at C, image is also formed at C, but inverted. Here A is at the top, B is at the bottom, whereas here arrowhead is at the top and this is at the bottom. So you get an inverted image. Okay, so you write AB object, A dash B dash image. Hope you understood all this. Okay, so after drawing the rules, okay, you don't worry about the question answer now. Question number 5 we'll do later. I want you to start doing this. Okay, ray diagrams, real images formed by a concave mirror. The heading will be images formed by a concave mirror. Case 1, object at infinity, and draw these diagrams. Case 2, object beyond C. Draw this diagram. Okay, you don't have to show all this, but when you draw, keep in mind, take this as 1 centimeter. And AB is object, A dash B dash is image. Case 3, object at C. You'll have an object here and image is also here. Okay, so I want these 3 diagrams to be drawn in your notebook. So the work for today is writing all the 3 rules and drawing all the diagrams for the 3 rules, and then you will turn, and then the next, I'm not giving any, there is no question related to it. You just put the heading real images formed by, or images formed by concave mirror, formed by concave mirror. Just put the heading like this. This is the main heading. Then you start putting case 1, case 2, case 3. Okay, please leave some gap because we have to write some more thing, characteristics we'll have to write. I hope you understood. Now you will finish this work and you will click a photograph, both Monday's work and Thursday's work. You have to send together to my WhatsApp by today evening, before today night. Hope you are clear, children. The homework of Tuesday and homework of Monday and of today, what I told today, both the things have to be completed neatly. Click a photograph and send it to my WhatsApp before today night. I hope it is very clear. I'm giving you marks for every homework also. So please be serious and send it on time. Thank you so much.